Phillion, and the Bombshell. Chocolate Hunter.
What's up?
Oh, she caught on. I was doing the awkward silence to see if she would just pick up the ball. You did.
I did.
You did. What is up? Episode 4. We are freaking having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
We have another fan. Shout out to William. Thanks for the compliments. We love that. Just we know we're reaching some people. We want to reach more. Let's acknowledge we're on Treaty 1 land as usual. We're a homeland of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Dene, Dakota, Ojibwe, OG Cree people, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. This is a safe space, so definitely we're going to be talking about safe space subjects and issues one time or another. In Winnipeg, if you find yourself in crisis, call the crisis line 204-774-4184. Kids Help Phone 1-800-668-6868. And in Canada, toll free 1-833-456-4566. And yeah, we'll just do some what do you call that? They call it something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We used to make a trucker joke. We're not going to do that trucker joke no more because that's really political. We like truckers, and that's the end of the last time we'll ever talk about that T word.
Yeah.
For no reason other than politics. We just safe space is not a political issue, but vaccinations and protests and they're not. God darn it! I'm going to say it one time. Truckers are not racist. Good God, Trudeau, you stupid. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So.
Good job, baby. Reel it in. Reel it in there, J-Bomb. Reel it in. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we have upcoming guests, babe.
We do.
Right. Everything's getting exciting. People know that we're committed and we're serious to our service work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a service work, right, babe?
Yeah.
Something we'll teach about if people don't know about the program. And so a couple guests are grown men, adults, and who suffer from sex abuse, and they're willing to demonstrate courage and put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
The people who are living in silence and in an act of suffering are where we're trying to give relief to. This may hit the spot for you guys who are out of trauma and looking for more tools for recovering. But we want to inspire people who are in active trauma and active addiction to take that step into the uncomfortable zone.
Yeah.
And start the journey. Because after a while, it's not uncomfortable and it's a fun place. After a while, when you get to a good spot down the road of recovery, it's fun. We were there. We were both in active trauma, active addiction, active abuse, and we're here today in love, smiling, safe, blessed with healthy children, food, and yeah, we're here for you. If you have an issue you guys want to talk about us to reach into, episode subjects, we'd like to hear about it. Leave a compliment or a comment. Leave a compliment and a comment. How about that? Compliment, do anything.
You guys have to see J-Bomb's new cup too, by the way. It's so awesome.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Turn it around.
Bob Ross.
Love it.
Yeah. Babe, thanks for getting me out of that blab. I was blabbing quite a bit.
No, you weren't.
I was blabbing.
No. That was my ADD a little bit. Sorry.
That's good. So we have an athlete coming on the podcast talk about concussions, concussions and depressions with after head trauma, types of behaviors, whatever. And hopefully, we're going to get a couple of people from AA and AFM, some counselors or people who use the programs to talk about how those things could help. They're all tools for recovery, for well-being, I guess. What be happy, content. It's not always about happy. It's about being okay, not just being okay. The world's not always exciting, but when it's down and you're with your thoughts, you should be okay. It's okay to be here. It's fun to be here at sometimes, right? Life's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do our gratitude at the end.
Fun. Look at my glasses. They're fun.
LA, baby. LA is so fun. Oh, I'm hoping to get down there, do some open mic comedy in this winter because I'm going to be a snowbird. And she's got babies.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring them down.
One day at a time. One day at a time.
Bombshell, you're coming. We're gonna be on some big podcast in Los Angeles. They're gonna call us down. They're gonna be like, "We want the J-Bomb and the Bombshell to come talk on our podcast." Where are we at? We had 100 views on our first video.
Awesome.
Which brings us into today's episode. We got a doozy for you.
And we have a title for it.
Yeah.
It is called Episode 4.
Episode 4, Learning to Forgive. Right?
That's right.
That's right. So we're going to just jump into the first question. What is the most common type of abuse? You know that answer.
Neglect. Neglect. Yes. Sorry, I'm distracted because you're on here.
Neglect is the most common form of child abuse. Physical abuse may include beatings, shaking, burning, and biting. The threshold for defining corporal punishment as abuse is unclear. Did you ever get burned with a cigarette when you were bad?
No.
I never had that abuse. I'm thankful that I never had that.
Me too.
Mine was different. Everyone's pain is pain. But everyone's abuse is different. I was neglected. That was my abuse. We're gonna have to keep this phone open. Or is it dead?
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Oh, that's okay. The most common types. I was neglected young by my mother, and then when I was 12, that's when I was really physically abused. Like, by a grown man punching a 12-year-old boy in the face, just full on punches. I look at a 12-year-old boy now, and I'm just like, huh, that's fucking terrible. What are the 5 signs of emotional abuse? An emotionally abusive person may try many things to get you to do what they want or feel badly, such as withdrawing affection when you've done something wrong, ignoring or excluding you, guilt trips, making you doubt yourself, and denying something you know is true. Those are signs of emotional abuse. I don't think I was really emotionally abused too much. Yeah, my dad was pretty mean to me after my mom left. And so I suffered some emotional abuse. You were going to open up today, right? We're both going to open up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever suffered abuse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your client? Mine was neglect and physical abuse. And what was yours?
Mine was sexual abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the stats are terrible. One in 3 girls are sexually abused, and 1 in 4 boys. So there's a lot of fucking. See, this is the episode today. There's a lot of fucking sick fucks out there, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to learn forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
How the F? Can I keep swearing? We're talking about perverts still.
Today.
How are we supposed to forgive that guy, Jacqueline?
I don't know. I'm working on it. I've been writing a letter.
Who were they?
Who were they? Mine was, I guess you'd say, a friend of the family.
Yeah.
Who was trying to be like a stepdad kind of thing. He wasn't dating my mom or anything, but he swooped in trying to be this fatherly role model, I guess you'd say. Yeah.
Shit. What are the long-term effects of being groomed as a child?
PTSD, depression,
Mm-hmm.
anxiety.
This isn't a quiz. I could actually read it. Yeah, that's what you have right off the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
It says, what are the long-term effects of child grooming?
I think I had depression in grade 1. Anxiety and depression in grade 1.
Because of that?
Because of that. I couldn't concentrate in school. Nothing was going in.
You're being brave.
Aww,
You're being brave. What would you tell yourself if you could talk to that little kid who's depressed? What would you say to her?
I would tell her that she's being heard, that I'm listening.
Yeah.
I have her with me today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She is here with me today. Yeah. That's my little self.
Yes.
And I am here with her. Protecting her. Telling her that it's okay.
I'll just read this to you. What are the long-term effects of child grooming? Grooming can have both short and long-term effects.
Trust issues.
The impact of grooming can last a lifetime, no matter whether it happened in person, online, or both. A child or young person might have difficulty sleeping, be anxious, or struggle to concentrate or cope with schoolwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I had terrible sleeping problems.
That could explain...
I couldn't sleep ever at night when I was a kid. Constantly going to the bathroom.
Would explain a couple people I know.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I told you someone I know failed grade 2, grade 4 a couple times?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's because they were touched.
Mm-hmm.
They did mention it too. Once I get consent, I'll drop some names here, but...
And serious trust issues. That's for sure. Hard to trust people. But learning to trust people. Learning to open my heart.
So...
This phone is distracting.
I know, right? But what the problem is that our screen shuts off in 30 seconds or 15 fucking seconds to keep the battery charged.
Yeah.
I swore again. You know what? Have a swear jar, guys. I will send you money every time you catch me in the swear. You need a comment and the number, and I will send you
a quarter.
A nickel.
A nickel.
Speaking of money, support us on Patreon. JBOMB Comedy. Support for the cause. We just wouldn't mind a few upgrades, but we're very grateful for the equipment we have. Everything working nicely. Mm-hmm. You know, the higher powers are taking care of us in our podcast, and they want to make sure this message gets out properly.
Yeah.
Back to the show, Jacqueline. The thing shut off again.
Interesting. Oh my goodness.
What the hell were we talking about?
You know what? You talk for a minute. I'll fix this.
No, it's
So Liz
okay.
stops doing that.
Well, we wanted to get there because we're working on forgiveness this episode, right? So we have to ask ourselves, what is the main cause of abuse?
Neglect.
Why did that guy abuse us? Why do people abuse?
Because they're sick individuals.
Well, I have the answer here from Google. Research has identified a number of parent or caregiver factors that potentially contribute to maltreatment. These include substance abuse, unresolved mental health issues, the young age of a parent. That was my mom. She was just turned 18, 5 or 10 days before my birthday. So a teenage mother, but also the lack of education of some parents and difficulty bonding or nurturing with the child, prior history of child abuse to themselves or other trauma to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Forgiveness is a cycle breaker. You said something pretty enlightening earlier that you absorb and you absorb the negative energy and stop it from being passed down.
Mm-hmm.
I forget exactly how you said it, but it was beautiful.
I do too.
Forgiveness is important to breaking cycles, identifying yourself, acknowledging what happens. Can you forgive someone who gave you trauma? See, look at us. We're going down the road.
I mean, it's definitely difficult, but in order to move on in our lives and to move on in our recovery, we need to forgive. We need to let go. We're forgiving them for ourselves, right?
That's right. Well, why is resentment toxic? Resentment can intoxicate a person. What was that? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Something happened here.
Oh.
Go ahead. What were you going to say about this phone? It sucks. It's distracting.
I don't like it.
You don't like me reading it?
No, it's like the tick with the pen. That's what it's distracting. It's distracting and it's making me not be able to concentrate.
Well, unfortunately, this is the answer that we need. Okay, we got 7 more minutes and then 5 more minutes of gratitude.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
gratitude.
We got a coffee maker now.
Cheers.
Cheers. And now we need a fan. It's hot in here.
Okay.
I think it's the subjects we talk about. It gives me anxiety.
And this is where a good editor would come in and we would just cut this last 35 seconds. Jeez.
But we're raw.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Okay. Right. The reason why we forgive is because resentment is toxic. It is toxic. Resentment can intoxicate a person as feelings of anger and rage lend a false sense of power and do not always encourage a healthy form of expression. But this intoxication can become dangerous, as any intoxication can, when feelings of resentment grow unchecked and turn into hatred.
Mm-hmm.
You hate that guy? Or did you? Have you healed?
I did. I hated him. Now I don't really focus too much on him. I'm more focused on my inner child and healing her.
I have also moved on past the hating part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate my abusers anymore, which are my mom and dad separately, in separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm working on my own personal forgiveness because, yeah, I guess I find myself harboring resentment still.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking assholes did that to me. Swear jar. Darn arseholes. They did that to me and I'm resentful, but
Yeah.
I'm processing.
Yeah.
I should call
We're working on it. You should call.
Well, I don't hate them anymore.
No.
Hating
No.
is pretty toxic.
Yeah, that's growing then. We're growing. Or you're growing. That's a step. It's a step.
Forgiveness isn't for everybody. Sometimes it takes away your whole life. You go 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Next thing you know, you're an old man and you haven't forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your life you lose. It's your anxiety and anger, and who knows, maybe at one point you snap,
Mm-hmm.
and you actually get consumed by that rage, and then you find those fuckers who stomped you down and you get them. But I'm learning forgiveness.
Yeah.
So that's why resentment is toxic, and why should you forgive others? Why should you forgive them? Well, there was this health benefits that I looked up. Studies have found that the act of forgiveness can reap huge rewards for your health, lowering the risk of heart attack, improving cholesterol levels and sleep, and reducing pain, blood pressure, and levels of anxiety, depression, and stress.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? You want to feel better? You're going to have to forgive.
Yeah. Forgive, let go, move forward.
When you're harboring that pain, that's a hard pain, that resentment. That's when people get into the habit of substance abuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Substance
I was
abuse.
going to say something, but I'm not going to.
That's okay.
All right. Well, where are we at? 8 more minutes.
7 minutes.
Okay.
We have our questions. We have our gratitude. What are we grateful for?
I am grateful for.
I'm grateful for this pee.
Yeah, I'm grateful for all these things I found to make this new podcast room.
Things. I hope you guys like the new upgrade. We got the new chairs, new setup here. We can fit a guest here.
Yeah, we can fit maybe even two.
Maybe even two guests.
Maybe even two. And I'm grateful that I'm alive today. Grateful to be sober. Every day I'm sober, I'm grateful. Every single day.
Did I send you that poster of my gig coming up? Messenger?
Oh, that's a huge
That's okay. I'm going on tour. I'm going to the Paw.
Are you?
Yeah, that's where my hosting gig is. With the Bad Apples.
Oh yes, that's right.
As seen on APTN.
Yeah.
And then promote that show.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm grateful for that. I'm gonna check the time here. Oh my god, let's kill this clock.
Yeah. Well, let's just
cut it early.
Yeah.
No, let's just do more gratitude things.
All right.
Oh, I'm glad it's summertime.
I'm grateful. Today was a really beautiful day.
Wasn't it?
It was. It was such a nice day. I'm grateful that my rabbit's learning how to potty train.
Yeah.
Actually, thanks to you as well. You've been helping out with that. Thank you. I'm grateful for this cup.
Oh, show the cup.
I'm just kidding.
This is for us 80s kids, 90s babies. No, we're 80s babies. So seriously, I saw this girl on TV when I was 10. I was like, then 11, and then 12, and I was like, oh, then 13, and that was my first crushes ever. Zena and...
Oh yeah, shout out to Will. You get a picture of my feet there.
Will's our first donator on Patreon. And so we're actually
I guess the foot picture. Not that one. No. Oh my god. Please, babe.
we're sending headshots of the babe, the bombshell.
Oh,
Please donate to Patreon. We'll sign it. What do you call that? Our logo. We're getting merch.
Yeah.
I have an artist doing up a picture cartoon of us hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which reminds us, we got to take our selfies for him after.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to Glenn, the artist guy, in Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make sure we put his information up there when we get the logos done. We get a nice banner done up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grateful for the progress. Geez, let's plug it one more time. Crisis line, boys and girls, if you are in crisis, and I'm telling you, every time, I love this joke. You don't even have to be in crisis to call the crisis line. Call for pre-crisis information. See what rooms are available, how long the stays are available, what kind of packages they have. Just call and be like, hey, I'm thinking about maybe having a crisis next week. And
Yeah.
love that joke. Call. Even like 5 minutes of calling, they'll redirect you to a doctor, and that's all you need. And next thing you know, you have a relationship built. Just for 5 seconds of calling the crisis line. In Winnipeg, 204-774-4184. In Canada, 1-833-456-4566.
Mm-hmm.
And please like, subscribe. We're getting views. We're getting views. We did a bit of promoting of our 3rd episode. It went well. We're gonna hand out some posters out in Osborne Village and keep sharing in Facebook groups, mental health groups.
That's a good idea.
I do when, yeah.
We should just hand out cards.
Flyers. Put a poster on a pole.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We need to get our word out there. To our special viewer, whoever it is. Well, we want to give that our little 10-year-old viewer a shout out. What's her name?
Haley.
Thanks for the support and the wonderful compliments, Haley.
Love you.
Your messages are getting to us. And to that person whose heart has been touched by this podcast, the person who needs to hear it, be courageous. Yep. Use those numbers. Yep. Listen in to every episode. We're here for you every week, Sundays. It's our service work. And yeah, comment if you have a type of abuse that you're comfortable letting people know. Comment it, and we'll try and talk about that subject. Like I said, we're
trying to get comfortable in the uncomfortable. Not easy.
Inspiring people.
It's
like going to the gym. Nobody really wants to go, but once you get there and you get in shape, then it's all worth it.
Yeah.
We're taking our brains to the gym.
This is an important message for y'all.
I have no idea what it says.
It says shame is a lie.
Shame is a belief of a lie.
Yeah. Shame is a belief of a lie. Shame is a lie.
Oh, that one's for my buddy Jimmy. He's so hard on himself. He believes a lie. Such a good person. Just hard on himself. Well, now we're in our final minute.
Yeah.
We can say our goodbyes now.
All right.
Good episode, babe.
Yeah.
Well, we already said we love you guys, and thank you for listening. Share with your friends.
We're getting better. Like, that phone was a little bit of a distraction.
That's okay.
But we're working on everything.
The message is important.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully we saved a life today. We're always high-fiving. Yeah. We're saving lives, right, babe?
That's right.
We're influencers. And they influence mental health recovery, eliminate suicides, domestic abuse, residential schools, education. So many things we need to talk about, but on the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.